Hello my friends, today's video is entitled Do It First Thing. If you had to have surgery, would you opt to have it done at 3 in the afternoon or 5 in the evening, or keep putting it off like that unless you were super scared? I mean, if you knew you had to have surgery, wouldn't you opt to have it done as early in the morning as you could to get it over with? Well, not that what we have to do is surgery, but sometimes we don't enjoy it, and that's why we put it off, and we put it off, and we put it off. Something we would never do in our, quote, real life. My husband had a colonoscopy. It had to happen first thing in the morning. There were people who came in later. I felt sorry for them because when you have to have any kind of surgery, you have to prep for it. You can't drink water after a certain time. It's not a convenient thing, and it doesn't feel good. So we want to get it done as early as possible. It's the same thing with everything in your house. Not that it's as bad as surgery or doesn't feel good, but it's something we just don't want to do. It's a self-discipline, and so we don't want to do it. So I want you to think about this. When you get up in the morning, you have to do your morning routine. You can put it off. You can do it at 2 in the afternoon, but it'll mess up your whole day. So get up in the morning and do your morning routine. The next thing you want to do after you have breakfast is do your zone. Early, by 9:30, it should be done. That way you are feeling a sense of accomplishment. Think of this, it's 9:30, it's 9:45 in the morning. You've gotten up, you've made your bed, you've brushed your teeth, you've washed your face and put on moisturizer and makeup, you've wiped out the sink, you've swished the toilet, you've combed your hair, you've emptied the dishwasher and put all your dishes up, and you've made a little breakfast or coffee. You've gotten your kids up and put them through their little routines. And then you did 15 minutes of decluttering, let's say in your kitchen, maybe under the sink. And it's only 15 minutes, but boy, it feels so nice every time you open it to get out the dish soap or whatever. It's all nice and tidy under there. Every time you walk in your bedroom, the bed is made. Every time you walk in the bathroom, the sink is shining and the toilet sparkling. When you look in the mirror, you look nice, you're shining, you're sparkling, you've got on clothes, your face is made up. Think about before in the summer when you weren't self-disciplined, what you looked like in the mornings or at 1, and how much you have accomplished. Not much. And what kind of a day that gave you, a wasted summer day. But if you do these things by 9:45, at 9:30 you've got your zone going, at 9:45 you're done, you've completed the process. The only thing you have left for the rest of the day is your basic weekly plan and your after dinner routine and before bed routine, and a couple of little clutter checks to make sure that the clutter isn't coming back to the places that you've already decluttered, like under your sink. So every now and then you're going to look under your sink and say, oh, still looks good, or oh, who stuck this in here? You guys, this does not go under the sink. This goes in the garage, or whatever it is, okay? That's clutter check. Besides things that are obvious like shoes and blankets and things that are out of place, cups of water, etc. So you're getting this thing done first thing in the morning, and then you're getting on with your life. After breakfast and you've done your zone, then there's some life that has to happen. If you have kids, if you have responsibilities, that's going to happen then. If you don't, then you can get right on into your basic weekly plan, which is either going to be your weekly home blessing hour, if you're an at-home homemaker, if you're doing it on Saturday, if you're a payroll homemaker. But your basic weekly plan, you have a free day, so you don't have to do your zone or your any basic weekly plan on one day. It might be your planning and desk day. It might be your errand day. It might be your car and purse day. It might be your family fun day. It might be renew your spirit day. These routines happen every day. Zones happen 4 times a week. And your weekly home blessing, your basic weekly plan has something in it every day. Some things are activities, and some things are passive as far as the house goes. So the passive things as far as the house goes would be free day, family fun day, renew your spirit day. There's nothing really happening in the house with that. That's more passive regarding the house. The action days are weekly home blessing hour, planning and desk day, errand day, car and purse day. Okay, and you can throw in date night on Friday. All right, so these things are going to happen right after your early afternoon activities, right after, or before some of them in some cases. So if it's you just want to spend some time with the children, you haven't really spent a lot of time with them today, then you're going to spend some time with them. Or if you're homeschooling, I would start them with their homeschooling at 9:30 in the morning, after 9:45 in the morning, or at 9:30, whichever. Right after you're done with that little zone work, I would start them on their homeschooling. And then in the afternoon, when homeschooling is over, that's when I would do my basic weekly plan, and I would delegate part of it to my children. There are so many things that children can do. If a child is smart enough, strong enough, and has the manual dexterity, they can do a thing and pick a thing. If they're 12, they can do almost everything you do in the household. They do not have the capacity to do it on their own. It will require inspecting what you expect. But I digress. The thing that I'm trying to tell you today is to get things done earlier in the day if possible. So after lunch, you can do the basic weekly plan, the weekly home blessing hour, or planning a desk day. Some of these things take an hour, some take 2 hours, some takes 30 minutes, some takes 10 minutes. It depends on what it is. Car and purse is usually quick. Planning a desk day is usually the longest, right before weekly home blessing hour. That's an hour or less. And then you've got errand day, which can take a couple of hours depending on how much you have to do when you're out and about. So what you want to do is get these things done early, as early as possible in the day. So that weekly home blessing hour type stuff, the basic weekly plan, as early as you can do it in the afternoon. And then you've got time to rest, relax, enjoy your family, start prepping dinner, maybe fold a load of clothes. I went through with one of my mentees today. We planned out her whole day because she said, I'm always doing something. Well, it's true. If you're a homemaker, she's a pregnant mother of 2. She's got a 3rd little boy on the way. There's always something to do. She homeschools her children, and she's trying to run her home and get ready for a new baby. So it's true. When we went over it, we just had to prioritize some things and arrange where they went. But you're always going to be doing something. That's your choice in life. You chose to have children. You chose to be a homemaker. Everybody's a homemaker, honestly. If you live in an apartment, you're a homemaker. You want to keep your home clean. Some people don't, but you do. All right, so it's an all-day thing, but you're still going to have spots of the day. Like she had some spots in the day. She wanted to prepare for the birth of her baby. That was like some reading that she wanted to do, and some review that she wanted to do, and some exercises that she wanted to do, plus she needed to take a walk every day. That took 2.5 hours of her day. That's really not the Flylady system, but it's in the Flylady system to do these things. And so she has to do these things, besides an hour of summertime homeschooling that she's doing, besides the weekly home blessing hour, or whatever it is that she's doing in her basic weekly plan, and her zone, and her routines, and her clutter checks. It just takes the whole day. But in that day, we had also planned, besides her exercises and things to do for her new baby, and teaching her children, some time to enjoy her boys, to take them to the pool and let them swim. They have a community pool, or to take a walk with them, or a bike ride with them, or watch them ride a bike. She's getting pretty big. I don't know if she can still ride a bike, but anyway, because she's due pretty soon. But my point is, you want to get the hardest stuff done early in the morning, and then you have time to do those things for yourself. So maybe you want to exercise, or in her case, she wanted to take a walk before it got too hot. Well, she had to do that before her morning routine. She had to get up early and take the walk before her morning routine. It was important enough that she needed to do it early, and then her morning routine, and then her whatever was next, her whole plan for the day. And then she took that plan and she projected it out for the rest of the week. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to plan. It's very important to plan, but it's very important to prioritize and to plan the things that need to be getting done that you're not doing, to get those done as early as possible in your day. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.